People, welcome back to grinsia. Get it? Because grinding and... never mind. Right. In the last part, we got through the Ruins of Darkness. In this part, we're gonna go take on the boss, as if I remember if there's a boss. And if there was a boss, but we'll all be danged. And then, don't you just hate it when you're about to face a boss and something like that happens? And wham! And they got here before us. So, alright, prepare ourselves to meet Lauren round 2. Last time he was a bit of a pushover in this part, and he is a lot harder this time around. Now we're gonna start off with our usual special attack stuff. Like we usually do. But yeah. So Lauren round 2, he can be pretty hard, but dang it. And I've lost to nearly every boss in the game, and I've... just, Lauren is no pushover. Lauren is pulling no punches. Lauren is showing no more Mr. Nice Guy and no more Mr. Clean. And so, yeah. I'm just using Dark Flare on each of these Imperial soldiers because that's something I typically do in RPGs. Wow, that was... wow. Apparently they are weak to darkness because they were molded by the darkness. Molded by it. You were defeated because you were molded by the darkness. It's because I was molded by it. I was born in it. Molded by it. I didn't see the light till I was a man, and it was nothing but blinding. Hey, but your majesty, wait, I am your knight, I cannot... you speak too much. I said sit down, do you disregard my... No, your majesty, I pray for your victory. Read, this guy is going... Now, don't try anything, just defend. And because this is a fight you cannot win. And why is that? He does 9,999 damage. That's how you get battles you can't lose in RPGs, right? Eats people. Well, far too easy. I heard you were acting under the guidance of a goddess, so I imagine you'd held at least some strength, but in the end, you are nothing. You're surprised his natural. This sword is the divine blade, knows the rune breaker. It is the sole weapon that can share a goddess's protection. And in fact, it is the only sword that can oppose both goddesses. The chosen one inherited this sword ages ago by the goddesses to keep them in check. In other words, as long as I will display, neither a human or a goddess can defeat me. Hey, where'd you get something like that? And why'd you care so much about getting... How all you want. It is merely the losing one of filthy curves. Regardless, I will not mention that I am not escaping unscratched. Raven, was it? Your strength is certainly fascinating. And basically, he's just gonna... blah, 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 blah. Basically, like, the Gosses are like... I was gonna say Superman, Batman. They invented a way to kill themselves in case they turn evil. Oh, because in Lego Batman 2, it's kind of stated that he has kryptonite in his stat. And he has it in case Superman turns evil, which is kind of genius at points. Right, we got the Orb of the Sea God on allowing us to cross currents. Right. And we're out of here. Where to go next? Well, I'll show you. You and I kind of warped to the... Oh, well. Actually, wait. I kind of want to see what happens if we try to go up here. Because there was a current... Anyways, there was a... If you paid attention in this series, and if you've watched this since the beginning, and you would know there was a current while we were going to the fire ruins, and we couldn't cross it because, you know, we couldn't cross us currents, but now that we have Orb of the Sea God, we may do that. There's a village over here. And what's in this village? Well, we're about to find out. Drum roll, please. His revival potion. Well, it's not a village. It's who are you? You come a long way to get here, but there's nothing really fun to do in this place. I'm researching how to return to these desolate lands, back to their green and vibrant roots. Leave before I lose my concentration. And that's all you get for coming all the way over here. You think you would get something worthwhile, but no. You just sort of get an old man rambling on about trying to restore this place to its former glory. Or you also get a revival potion. I would kind of recommend going there if you want the revival potion. And so where do we go now? Well, we go south. And so all we have to do is just go south, and we're, well, not all the way south. Oh, by the way, for those of you who are curious, going to east of the map while there's nothing remaining just puts you on, like, the opposite, like, let's say, anyway, it's like I was saying, and if you, let's say I were to sell east of here, and there was nothing hard left in that remaining, I would just end up here, where my finger is. So, most games do that, though. So don't waste your time is what I'm trying to say. Hey, but dang it, you are wasting your time. You are wasting your time by watching this and playing this game. You know, I wonder if I would be there by now if I teleported to D-Town, since it is kind of near where I am, but, I don't really know or care. Well, I kind of care, but since I kind of am a speedrunner, but yeah. Anyways, you cross here, and do we have new enemies? No. We're slowly getting there, folks. Folks, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. Also, yeah. And we're done. And I'm just, I'm just tired of seeing these encounters because I'm just... We're almost to the next town, ladies and gentlemen, so just bear with the coaster. Finally, new enemies. Fear machine? I don't know. Oh, the fear machine obviously causes fear, but I've never really found that out. Like I've said in wow. I just came here and I'm already taking few damage. Granted, it can add up, but still. Well, this is when the game starts getting kind of difficult, and, well, said the guy who's gotten his butt beat by most of the game's bosses at this point, but... you get the point. That's where... This is when the game starts kind of getting pretty difficult. Luckily, there's kind of something in the upcoming dungeon. Yes, there's a dungeon. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not news. That makes grinding a lot easier. And believe me, I have been looking forward to this ever since the LP before the LP began. That's how long I've been waiting for it. And then I kind of forgot to switch formations. Oh well. I guess I'm not gonna switch while we're at it. Because this place doesn't have a bar as far as I'm aware. Or at least I've looked everywhere that there is to look. Look. By the way, I just kind of found something out. You can actually buy those mithril items I was talking about. I said, like, I don't know if they're... Like, you can buy them. I wasn't too sure of that at the time, though. Because I've never really bothered. I just assumed they got... Whatever. There's sell all my old stuff. Now, before we're gonna do this dungeon, I am gonna grind because, as ladies and gentlemen, this upcoming dungeon can be, is, in my opinion, the hardest, is one of the hardest dungeons in the game, and pretty much the hardest in my opinion. And I just bought a lot of revival potions. And only 2 target coupons? Are you kidding me? And as for to get target coupons fast, I don't know what goes into it. I think you kind of just have to buy a lot of stuff, and like, the more expensive the item is, and the more quantity you buy for it, the more you'll get. And honestly, I don't really know what goes into it. Yeah, but that's what I'm guessing. And since at times I bought like a ton of cure plums and I got like 6 target coupons, but I'm not too sure about any of this. Now this is the upcoming dungeon I was talking about. Oh, I have to do something. But first, before I do that something, and yes, this is required, and if you think you can go at the end of the dungeon, and if you played this game and if you think you can go at the end of this dungeon without doing it, at least it has a teleporter, so you can do it. At least it's forgiving. Nameless cave. There's a hidden passage here. Sometimes you kind of gotta hug the wall to get these hidden passages to work. As you can see, enemies are getting a lot tougher and we're no longer one-shotting them. I mean, trust me, this dungeon is hard, so after I do this, as see Earthshaker roar, or it has a potential of confusion. And yes, before you people go down in the comments correcting me, yes, I know in the game it's called disorderly, but in most other RPGs it calls it confusion. So, yeah, move this and the experience book. The experience book is a very, very useful accessory. It essentially increases the experience you receive by 1.5. Now, I know that doesn't sound a lot, but there are experience books you can get later in the game. And they stack. So, you can imagine what 4 experience books does to hero. Trust me, in most playthroughs, my hero is like level 90 by the end of the game. And anyways, you kind of have to talk to an NPC in the Imperial Fortress town. And then I think I just... I guess the archery minigame is here. Or I guess I should explain what each of the prizes do. If Fairy Power restores 50 HP and 10 HP, Soothing Herb restores 50 HP to each party member, Cure Plum restores 50 MP, Cure All cures every stat, and Miracle Aroma, I remember restores HP to all members, but I forget what amount that is. Immortality Potion and revives for 100% HP. So, you want a lot. And so, if you want a lot of these, this is your archery minigame. The Mirage Cape increases evasion, and Clairvoyant Glasses, I think, displays a mini-map. And you don't have to use an item or a spell, which is really useful, but I'm not going to be getting it at any point because I guess since I've received the experience book, I guess I can safely spoil one of the archery minigames later down the road. It gives you an experience book, so you want the and the amount of target coupons that cost to do so is 4, so you want to save up a lot throughout the game. Anyways, in the next part we're going to do the Mount Enigma, and that part in between I'm going to go grind. See you guys then.